Yep, totally just got coffee up my nose. This is a V60 brewer, and it just might be the secret to help you up your coffee game. In my opinion, the V60 pour-over is one of the best beginner-friendly options for people getting into specialty coffee, brewing coffee at home, and pour-over coffee. It's cheap, it's easy, it makes some delicious coffee, and it will instantly up your coffee game. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to brew amazing coffee with a V60 pour-over. So let's dive into the brew. The V60 is an amazing single-cup pour-over brewer that is great for a quick, clean cup of coffee. It's a forgiving brewing device that gives you room to experiment with different ratios, and with some practice will help dial you in some incredible pour-over coffee. You'll find that almost everyone and their cousin has a must-try custom V60 recipe, and I'm not going to say that mine is the absolute best, but it's a great starting point if you need a good reference. Here's everything you're going to need. You'll need some type of V60. I'm using the 03. A digital scale will definitely be helpful. A gooseneck kettle, a burr grinder, some specialty coffee beans, and some filters. Now personally, I actually use the Chemex filters in my V60 because I find they help filter out oils and produce an even cleaner cup. For my recipe, I'm using a medium roast Ethiopian bean. I set my kettle for 207 degrees Fahrenheit, weigh out 20 grams of beans, and grind those on a medium fine setting, a little finer than a Chemex, roughly a 2.1 on my fellow Ode. While you're waiting for your kettle, go ahead and prepare your filter by using some hot water to rinse off any paper taste or chemicals, and to preheat your vessel so it's ready for the hot coffee. Once your grounds are in, give them a little shake to create a nice, even, flat bed. My pour-over V60 recipe is really simple. The first step is to bloom my coffee, where I like to pour in 60 grams of water and let it sit for 30 seconds. For my bloom, I pour in little circles from the middle to the outside to ensure all the grounds are evenly saturated. If you see a lot of bubbles during the blooming process, it's a good indicator that you're using fresh beans. By blooming, you give the coffee a chance to breathe and exhale and release CO2 gases that have been stuck in the beans from the roasting process. By getting rid of these gases, you're looking for a less sour tasting coffee. After waiting roughly 30 seconds for blooming, I continue with the rest of my pour over. I pour in a circular motion until I reach my goal weight, which for this brew of 20 grams in is 320 grams out. A lot of times, to keep it really simple, when doing a V60, I use a singular pour to get to my goal weight. I simply pour from the outside to the inside and vice versa, right up until I reach my goal weight. If you know that you want a sweeter tasting coffee, I actually recommend breaking this up into 2 pours. Do your first pour to 220 grams and then come in with the last 100 grams later. The more pours you add, the sweeter coffee you're going to end up with a pour over. Once you reach your goal weight, you can stop pouring water. You know that you got the right ratio. You simply have to wait for your pour over to fully draw down. The entire brew time with a V60 should take roughly 3 minutes and 30 seconds. But don't panic if it goes longer or if it's just a little bit shorter. Let your coffee do its thing. At the end of your brew time, you should see a nice flat bed. This means your coffee has been extracted to its fullest flavor potential. And that is how you make amazing pour-over coffee with a V60. V60s are one of the best budget-friendly beginner options for people getting into making coffee at home. I highly encourage you get a V60. They're going to cost you about $20 online, and it's going to make you some amazing coffee and help you step up your game. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed this simple beginner's brew guide to brewing coffee with a V60. If you guys did, make sure you hit a thumbs up on the video and hit that subscribe button to join our coffee loving community, and share this video with another coffee lover you know. Everybody needs a nice, refreshing V60 brew guide. Again, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. My name's Caitlin. I'm a coffee roaster from Toronto, Canada, and I just love all things specialty coffee and getting to share that with you guys. So, catch you guys in the next video. Remember, drink better coffee. Cheers.